Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kate Rome, and I'm going to show you a very easy way to recruit affiliates for DS Domination. I actually learned this from Ron Gelock about a year ago when I was creeping um, on his web page. It's before I ever even knew him, and I actually wasn't even in DS Domination. So I've put just a few twists onto it that I do, and I'm going to show you how to do that, and hopefully this will get everybody in gear for the upcoming Blitz. So the first thing we want to do is go to Craigslist.org. Let me just type that in. Actually, I type in Craigslist.com and I end up here, and I just click on the little Craigslist logo. And you want to select your country. So I'm going to select US, and I'm going to pick a state. I'm just going to pick any state. So let me see. I'm going to pick Illinois, and I'm going to do Rockford. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to where it says jobs, and I'm going to choose one of the categories. Well, let me see here. General labor, government, human resources. I'm going to do marketing and PR. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look down through the list, and I'm going to see if there are any other eBay ads out here, because if there are, then I want to go to a different city. And there's so many cities in the United States that alone that I don't think will run out of cities. But if you go through your first page here and you don't see any other eBay listings, go ahead and click on the word post. Now we don't want to make an account. We don't want to make an account. We just want to do this as a post without having an account. So I'm going to click on post. I'm going to click on job offered. I'm going to click on I will abide by these guidelines. One second here. Okay, and so when I get to the next screen, I'm going to come down here and look for marketing, advertising, and PR. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to start my ad. And here's how I'm going to do my ad. This is very simple. I'm going to put my email address in. I'm going to do it again. My phone number and my contact name. My posting title is going to be work with eBay and Amazon. Now, you probably won't want to use the same title as I use, because if eBay or if Craigslist begins to see the same title throughout the US, everywhere, they're going to get suspicious and they might flag you. So come up with something creative for your posting title. Work with eBay and Amazon, I use a lot. You could do something like, do you love eBay or do you love Amazon? Work with us. Just something creative. I don't usually put the specific location, but I do put the postal code because you have to. Next is the body. And all I do is come over to one of my postings that I already have, and I copy and I paste that into my body of my ad here. So I'm just going to highlight, I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste. Now, if you notice, what this says is work with eBay and Amazon. Learn how to sell on eBay and make part-time to full-time income working 10 hours or less per week. Home-based, own your own business. To qualify, you must be 18, have internet access, own a computer. The first thing I want to show you about this is, if you notice, I say learn how to sell on eBay. I'm not offering actually a job position. And make full-time to part-time or full-time income working 10 hours or less per week. Home-based, own your own business. Now there's a reason that I put that in there, and that is because this is informing your prospect immediately. This is not your typical job. This is own your own business from home. So when you do talk to them, I'll show you how to bring this up to them. You definitely want people who are 18 years and older. They have to have internet access. They can't just use a mobile phone. So they have to have internet access and a computer. That's just a must. And they must know a little bit about computers. And the next thing I put in this ad is text the words more info along with a good time to call you to, and this is my cell phone number. And the reason I do this is because I've tried this many, many different ways, and I've been doing this for quite a while now. And I've used different ads, different, um, plan, call to actions, and this seems to work the best. When I when I use the text more info to my cell phone with a good time to call you, it cuts out a lot of my work because before I would put text more info and then I would have to text them back what's a good time to call you, and then it was kind of like a back and forth thing. When I do it like this, text more info along with a good time to call you too, everything happens at once. The prospect texts me the word more info and they text me the time they want me to call them when they're available. So therefore, all I need to do is put an alert on my cell phone that says contact or call contact at such and such a time, 15 minutes prior to when I'm supposed to call them. And my phone will alert me because actually when you first start doing this, you're going to have so many um, responses that you're not going to be able to keep up and you won't remember everybody. So anyways, when I use some text more info, I'm able to get everything done at once. So they text the words more info 10 a.m. That's all I need. And I'll go back into that once we get through the listing. The next thing we're going to do is, and another thing I wanted to mention, this I've tried many variations of an ad, and this one seems to work the very best. Now you don't want to use the exact same words as I am, but you want to tweak it a little bit to make it for yourself. You don't want to cause a flag with Craigslist. We don't want to have millions of the same ad out there on Craigslist. So just, tweak it a little bit. If your title says, do you love eBay? Um, do you have experience with eBay? Then work for us. So you could start your post, the body as, if you love eBay, you're familiar with it, come and work for us. This is make a full-time living working part-time hours in your own home-based business. But make sure the main thing that you put in there is that it is a home-based business and it's own your own business. Okay? So that's the most important thing is this right here that you have in your ad and this right here. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is compensation, and we're going to write the word varies because you have to have some kind of compensation in there. I always uncheck the map. I don't want anybody to know where I live. And I always check it's okay to highlight this job for persons with disabilities because this is a perfect job for people with disabilities. And we're going to click continue. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add an image. So let's go out here on the internet, google.com, and let's just type the word in eBay. And let's click on. Okay, don't see the word images. Let's just do this. eBay images. Here we go. Let's click the word images and scroll down and find an eBay image. Note, we don't all want to use the same exact image because then again it throws up flags for Craigslist. So let's say we like this image. I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to right click, save image as. I'm going to save it to my desktop and I'm going to name it eBay image. And I'm going to click save. Done with that. Back to my listing. I'm going to click add images. I'm going to go to my desktop. And I'm going to find my eBay image. I'm going to click open. There's my image and done with images. So here is my ad complete. Here's my image. Work with eBay and Amazon. Learn how to sell. Blah, 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 blah. We're telling you what it is. It's a home-based, own your own business. You will have people, um, what you're doing is you're targeting people who are looking for what you have to offer. So you're not out there seeking people and spending your time finding out what they're looking for because you know what they're looking for. If they call you, they're looking for a home-based, own your own business. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is click the word publish. We're all done. Next thing we have to do is we have to verify it. So we're going to go to our email, and sometimes it takes a few minutes because it says further actions required to complete this request. So we need to go to our email, and you will see Craigslist sent me an automated email, and they want me to activate this. And all I need to do is come here, click on the blue link, and my ad is activated. I have to accept the terms. Okay, and I can go here and I can view my post. Okay, so now we have our ad. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a new video here in a few minutes after I tell you a few other things because I don't have a lot of time per video. But the next video, part 2, is going to be what I say when I get a response. But one thing I wanted to show you is about every 2 days you want to relist your Craigslist ad. So all you have to do is go to your email. Okay. And if you'll see here, these are several of my previous ads that I have put up. And I've put them in different categories: etc., sales, retail wholesales, marketing and advertising, customer service. So what I'll do most of the time is, let's say I pick a city. In that city, I'll make up several ads. I use the same ad. I just change a few of the titles. But I want to put my ad in several different categories for that city. And these are my categories: etc., sales, retail wholesale, marketing, advertising, general labor, customer service. But the categories really need to correspond with what you are offering. So every few days you want to come to your email and you want to click on your Craigslist ad and then click the blue link. And if you notice, it says renew this posting. It's because the posting has expired, so you want to renew it. Let's click renew this posting. There, we've renewed our posting and now it's brand new. It's at the top of the searches now for Craigslist. And you want to do that every couple days. One thing that is really important is Sunday evening, actually about Sunday afternoon. Try to repost and renew your postings on Sunday afternoon because that is when I have found out that most people are sitting down in the evening going through the Craigslist ads and looking for jobs. And usually you end up with a whole lot of responses at that time. So every couple days you'll want to come to your email. Oops, don't want to do that. And you want to go through each and every one of these and renew your listings. One thing I did want to show you real quick, and this video is going to cut off here in a second, but occasionally you will get this. As soon as it comes up, the posting has been flagged for removal. Don't worry about it. It's just somebody who's reported you. Your email address, nothing is attached to you. So it's no big deal. Wait a few days and go do it again. But it's no big deal. All right, I'm going to end this video and I'm going to call it part 1. And then I'm going to do part 2 and I'm going to tell you exactly what I say to my prospects.